Welcome back to the Daily Wrap. It's potluck time. This is the part of the show where we go around the table and share our favorite stories of the day. Brad Hirschfield, what do you have for us tonight?
I have Anthony Weiner for you.
Oh, no.
Anthony Weiner. I know. The moment you say, you start to laugh. Everyone knows, former Democratic congressperson, sexting infamy. He has a new job. Believe it, and it's not for a sausage factory. He has joined a crisis PR firm. I kid you not. This man is now going to work for MWW, and he's going to counsel people about how to deal with crisis, apparently because he does such a great job himself. It's insane. So it turns out it's not quite as bad as that, because he's not going to counsel clients directly, but he is being brought in, according to founder Michael Kempner, because he's a brilliant strategist. Brilliant strategist. This guy couldn't manage to tell the truth not once, but twice. So here's the real piece of the story that bothers me, because it is what it is, and people rotate from politics to consulting to this stuff all the time, and it's bad. But this is worse. It turns out that Kempner, the founder of the firm, was a hillblazer, one of Hillary Clinton's most significant bundlers and advocates, and is a close friend of Hillary, and Weiner, married to Huma Abedin, clearly got him a job.
What's
and
wrong
I think
with
if
that?
we want to know why people don't trust politicians, this is why. What? It's one thing for friends to get their friends jobs they're qualified for, but to get your husband a job, if that's what happened here, and it does kind of feel that way, in a crisis management firm when you couldn't manage their own crises in your own life, it just builds cynicism at incredible levels.
If this was the government, that argument would actually make sense. Nobody got him a government job using their influence. It's not your company. It's Michael's company. What do you care if he hires Anthony
Here's
Weiner?
what I care. Nothing about Anthony Weiner.
But you do
he should
care.
live and be well. I care because people read the story and people go, there they go again. And with trust in politicians at ethically low levels, what actually worries me more even than which party controls anything is the public having renewed trust in our politicians.
Do you have stock in that company?
Not a bit.
We're not talking about a government. We're
about the
talking
company.
about a private company. And by the way, if you want to build a safe that can't be cracked, you hire a safe cracker.
Right, but
I understand, but the safe cracker tells you how to not crack. He couldn't do it himself.
He never did.
He's got experience.
I think the optics are important, but here's the question. What job could you get for Anthony Weiner if he were your husband? I mean, there's not very many jobs that he's well qualified for, right?
I can't answer any of the things I'm thinking about because we're actually on air. No, look, I don't begrudge him getting a job.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
What's funny about this, Rick, is it's because it's not government. I believe that private industry and private culture has a role to play in building confidence for the public culture.
So you're not a free marketer, obviously,
no.
Because it's not you who's going to lose any money if he stinks at the job.
It's
Michael who's
free
going
marketer,
to. No,
but I
you're
believe
not.
that free markets are ultimately
Well, then
guaranteed.
why don't you let him take his chance?
He should. But understand the impact when you're close to a woman running for office and you get positioned this way, you degrade public trust.
Oh,
and public trust is the lifeblood of democracy.
If it's in a government job, I agree. Private industry, no.
All right, let's talk about our public, because we've got some viewers submitted comments. We have a comment from Philip. Mr. Unger is obviously a liberal gimme-crat. He claims Trump hasn't the class to be president. Trump will not sell the White House Abe Lincoln room for campaign donations, nor do I believe he will sell our technology to the Chinese. Remember, Clinton pushed through 2 million immigrants in 1996 so they could vote, 40,000 of which were felons, and if properly investigated, would not have been allowed entry into the U.S. What do you think of that,
Philip.
Mr. Gimme-crat?
Philip, my dear friend, my dear friend Philip. Let me just put it this way. When you pay a tenth of the amount of taxes that I pay every quarter, then you can call me a gimme-crat. Until then, you don't know what you're talking about.
Our next viewer is WT. I don't know if that's a man or a woman, but that person says, thank God for Newsmax. Thank God for Donald Trump. The jerks in Washington who are running this country can kick him all they want, but I'm for him 300%, and I'm an arrogant New Yorker myself who realizes this country is going in the toilet fast unless someone like Donald Trump takes over right away. That's something we hear consistently, and I think, Paul, it's something that I think you would probably agree with.
Well, you know, you can say what you want about Donald Trump. He has been successful. You know, he's an integrator. Cash is not king. Integration is king for the economy. And we're looking at a clean economy moving forward. We have, you know, it all comes back bottom line to the economy. We need to robust our economy and move forward.
So is anybody who's been financially successful, is that qualified then to be president of the United States?
Not by itself, it surely doesn't.
Well, but
No.
that's what you're saying there, Paul. He's been successful.
Well, I think the job now for the last
We've all been successful.
Well,
Should we all run?
But the last 10 years, we've been in a secure the country economy. Now we're in an integration economy, clean and secure the country.
Yeah.
So somebody who has done that, who has actually integrated capabilities and led companies and has in a robust way and worked with all different sectors of the country. We don't have an engineer
Well,
in
then
Congress.
I should be
We don't have-
president.
But
apparently.
maybe you could. I agree with you except for one
Qualifications
thing.
change.
You talk about securing the country. He trades on insecurity. That's what concerns me. He actually plays on people's feelings of insecurity, and that's never the best place to lead from.
And I think we have foreign policy issues with him too. We got one more comment. Sandra Snooks. You know what? We don't have time for that one more comment. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, it's time for Yay or Nay. That's the Daily Wrap on Newsmax TV.